This is JTR, back for the review. Today we have the Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire, Godzilla Evolved figure. Let's start off by taking a look at the box. Sorry, my voice. The front of the box looks pretty generic. We had a picture of Godzilla and Kong, great. You got the cool crystals in the back, has his name, the company, the age this is recommended for. If you look at the side of the box, the same stock image, basically, I bet you that's what it'll be, basically, for all the Godzilla figures from this wave. And then the back of the box is what you guys all want to see, probably. We see talking about the figure, its accessory, all kinds of different other ones you can get. One thing I will touch up on more later is the eye looks a lot different on the back of the box to where it doesn't on the actual figure, that I'm very disappointed in, actually. But here is the other figures that you can get. You can get Godzilla pre-evolved with heat ray. I have a review up of that if you guys want to go check it out. Kong with Beast Glove. Also have a review up of that if you guys want to check that out. Suko and Titanus Doug. This one has not been found in any US Walmarts yet. It has been found minimally at, I'm not sure if that's a word, but at Target. I haven't found it yet. If I do, I'll put a review up of it. It's probably the one I'm most anticipated for because of Doug. Really like that. Scar King looks great. I have a review up of him as well. Shimu, I do not have a review up, but I should have one up shortly. So, that's about it for the box. I picked this up at Walmart. It was $9.97 USD. Okay, so here is our evolved Godzilla. Okay, there's a lot of things I like about this figure, a lot of things I hate. Okay, I'm not a huge MonsterVerse fan. I do like the movies. I collect the figures lightly. But still, guys, don't attack me in the comments for what I say about this figure. This is just my opinion only. So, let's start off with, what should we do first? Well, let's look at the articulation. So, it has jaw articulation. When you first get this figure, it's kind of hard to get the jaw to start moving, but once you do, it really has some nice jaw articulation. I'll give them that. It has arm articulation, leg articulation, and a supple joint in the feet, and tail articulation. The tail, it barely moves, like literally barely. It moves a lot better on their other version of heat ray. It feels like it has a lot more smooth of a ball joint, so it's unfortunate that they couldn't have done better with that. I mean, it is what it is. So now let's move on to the sculpt. Okay, the sculpt isn't too bad, actually. The middle torso, since it's plastic, along with the legs, don't have very good detail. The arms do, and the feet. It looks like all the spots that have rubber have better detail. I'm gonna pull out the frog real quick so you guys can see this a little better. Okay, so if you look right there, you can see a lot more detail on like the neck area, and then like it completely diminishes right when it hits like the plastic, and that's plastic versus that's rubber. So it's something I don't like. The tail is completely rubber. Of course, with all these spikes, they're gonna have to make it kid-friendly, so makes sense. I actually like the rubber sculpts a lot more, as I just said. We have that new spike on the end of Godzilla's tail, great. A lot of people hate the slim design now of Godzilla. Now he's gone on a diet, but I don't care. So the legs, they have articulated pretty well. I think they don't articulate any better than the other Godzilla, despite his weight loss. But yeah, it's not that bad, the sculpt. The one thing that I do have issues with is the paint. All the nails are painted, very happy with that. Underbelly is painted, very happy with that. The paint goes to the end of the tail, pretty happy with that. But the eye, like what happened? Like the entire like around the eye is completely just like ginormous. Like on previous figures, let me grab the other Godzilla figure. Hold on, let me grab the heat ray out of his mouth as you guys enjoy that blurry shot. They like made the eye so much smaller. Like, oh gosh, Let me refocus everything. Okay. Bring out the frog maybe and do like an underlight right there. Okay. So, man, I can not do very much with two hands here. Okay, you can see that the eye is so much smaller on the old figure. It looks really like hilarious on this. I would do repaint, but I'm trying to keep this one kind of factory. It's just really unfortunate. I even thought the eyes on the old one looked a little too big, but when this happened, I was like, wow, that's just really unfortunate that they do something like that with the paint. I mean, otherwise the figure isn't that bad. I mean, the transition from the translucent dorsal plates to the tail isn't the best, but I mean, it still doesn't look bad, where the eye just looks horrendous. Accessories, let's move on to that. It does have a heat ray. I'm really intrigued to see how his heat ray looks in the movie because they make this look a lot different. I know this is just the toy form or the figure form, whatever you want to call it, but still, if his heat ray looks this different, I'm really intrigued to see like what they do with it. So it actually is a really tight fit into the mouth. It has a big like connecting joint. It's hard to focus because it's translucent, but if you pop it in, like you'd think it wouldn't even fit into the mouth, but it does. You just gotta really push like that, and then it finally fits in. It actually looks great. I love how it looks like it's spraying out of the mouth. I like that more of a realistic look they gave, but with those eyes, all realisticness is gone. I think one thing I forgot to mention when it comes to paint, on the 6-inch figures, for some reason, they didn't paint the new spike on Godzilla to where they did on the Battle Roar and the Giant version. I don't know why they did it. I guess just their budget didn't allow it, the company, but it really looks lacking there. But otherwise, this figure's not bad. It's just, I really hope for the 6-inch figure line, we get a second version of this. There's just a lot of things that need to be fixed with it. It's not a bad figure by any means at all, but it just needs a little bit of help. So next, let's do a quick size comparison. Let's compare it to the other Godzilla figure. It's about the same size, I'd say, maybe a little bit taller on the new one, and then a less defined neck, which is really odd because you'd think it would be reversed of that. Lengthwise, because of the tail being more straight compared to the long tail on this one, it's a little bit longer, I'd say, but not a huge difference. Maybe it's about the same, roughly the same, I'd say. So they're about the same size. There's some sculpting errors, in my opinion, on the new one, and it's too bad they couldn't have put some sort of battle damage, but it's not the end of the world. So let's move on to some views. So you guys can pause the video and just look at all the different angles. View 1. View 2. View 3. View 4. I don't know why, but I think I messed that up, so let me just redo that real quick for you guys. I feel like I skipped a view. I don't know what view I skipped though. So I think that's about it for this figure. I'm gonna rate it 1 through 10. Honestly, there's so much they could do better. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5. A lot of you guys might disagree, but it's kind of a fail almost when it comes to the company. There's just a lot they could do better. I mean, the blue, I don't mind this plastic color. That would be like next complaint if everything was fixed. I don't think he's gonna look quite that like blue in the actual figure, but I mean, it's great. It's great that we're even getting toys. Like, I'm glad that the 6-inch ones don't have ugly screw holes in the figures like the bigger ones, but still, come on guys, fix the eyes, fix this. Yeah, I mean, it's a really necessary thing for this figure to feel good. But thank you guys all so much for watching my review. Please like this video, comment what your thoughts, and subscribe. That would be really nice. My social is Instagram, so if you guys want to follow me there, You guys can see repaints of Jurassic World figures, possibly some Godzilla X Kong figure repaints someday, and a bunch of other content on there. So if you guys want to go head over there, that'd be nice. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. See you later.